Before you ask, well, Frank, where was the 1 + 1 in there? The correct answer is everywhere. Really everywhere. And I'm going to show you what happened here. So a 1 + 1, which is the first of our equivalents, it has some great flavors to it. Yes, it's a cluster, which means you can use it to create tension. That's exactly what I did. But it also can go into the exact opposite direction. But let's see what the options are when we look at a 1 + 1. Obviously, we can use a 1 + 1 as a line, and this works pretty well because it's just based on chromatic movement most of the time, depending on what the order of the notes are. But a 1 + 1 always works great as a line. You can't go wrong with that. As clusters right here, this is also very handy for textures, especially. None of the stuff that you heard was anything pre-recorded. It was just plain samples, sustained notes. This is a pretty handy structure. Let me actually play you only this structure for a moment. This guy here as well. So let's give ourselves some ideas. One of the best things you can do with small structures is bringing them up in an open harmony type of position and then just create some motors with these things. This always works because the two parts that we create here, they are actually easy to play. And again, you have enough space in between to use that space for an additional line or an additional structure. So that is a very, very cool thing. Let me actually play you these things here so that you can hear what this sounds like. And then you will instantly recognize, okay, Frank, you've actually used these things in the composition a lot. I know. This note C up here is marked in red because this is not coming from a 1 + 1. No. But guess what? I liked it. I'm the author, so I didn't care. And that is really one of the best things. You can make alterations, you can make variations, you can make changes. Let this inspire you. Don't let this dictate something to you, because that's not the idea. With all of those techniques, we want to help everybody get closer to their own voice. But let me go into the sketch right here. Because of the color coding here, you see some of the things instantly. Like that is our 1 + 1. Basically nothing else than this guy here, kind of in reverse, starting with the top guy and going down. You can pick a register and you can completely change the meaning of a 1 + 1, which means the moment you go down into that bass register, everybody will recognize these notes as bass notes because of the overtone series. And you can go with or against the overtones. And this always creates more or less tension. when you come from a traditional point of view, this actually is quite complex to create. However, now you know it's actually way simpler than having to come up with a good melody and a good chord progression. This is really simpler, believe me. So that being said, let me actually play you this against the sketch because it's all in there, bar after bar. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I really do love it. That is why I'm doing this stuff here, right? So, if you also want to spice up your compositions with a little bit of interval theory fairy dust on top, then please reach out and consider joining the Academy. This was Frank, and I hope to see you the next time. Bye.